welcome to another exciting episode of the Real Talk Show on African Entertainment Television. The name is Gabrielle, and on this special episode, we are discussing a very interesting topic, which is studying abroad and the craze for leaving the African continent. Over the years, the population of young Africans interested in studying abroad or desiring to migrate has increased drastically, and statistics from the United Kingdom, United States, China, the Philippines, and Malaysia has shown there's been a steady increase in the number of young Africans migrating, with over 70% of them from Nigeria. Now, the big question is, what is the cause of this high level of migration and increase in the interest of getting a foreign degree? Joining me to discuss this very important topic is a graduate of Kingston University from United Kingdom, Ibilate Braid. You're welcome to the show, Ibilate.
Thank you.
And also joining me to discuss this very important topic is Marian Amos from Shiv Indian University here in Ghana, within the continent. You're welcome, Marian.
Thank you very much.
So now, here's the question. Why is it that most young Africans or Nigerians want to go outside to first world or second world countries to study? I'll start with you, Ibi. You went to a university in the United Kingdom for a postgraduate study. What do you think the reason is?
Okay, so for me, after I had finished my initial degree, there was an interest to pursue because, okay, let me just say what I studied. I studied computer science and information technology as my first degree.
Okay.
But I wanted to get more knowledge. Yeah, I needed a deeper experience, and I knew that software engineering with management was going to give me that. It was going to make me well-grounded. And I didn't find much of that here in Nigeria. Yeah, like doing my research, I didn't find much people studying that here. And I needed a whole new experience, like not just in learning, but also in building of character. And I very well got that from outside the continent.
I'm so sorry. When you say building of character, what do you mean?
Okay, so culture shock. It's very important.
Okay.
I don't care what people say. Like, I know, like, Africa is like, we have our values, everything. But when you go outside, there's certain experiences you get, not just from learning, but from your mindset. Yeah, there's certain things you need to see. They're going to shape you. You have to look. Sometimes I say, like, to know what's inward, you have to look outward.
Wow,
So
that's very interesting.
That's what I did.
No, we're going to come back to the whole culture shock thing. Okay, so now I'm going to come to you, Marianne. Ibi has already told us why she chose to go to United Kingdom to get her postgraduate study. For you, what was the decision? What was it like? Why did you choose to go to Ghana?
I had visited Ghana for a day before ever applying to universities in Ghana. And I found out Nigeria is quite restrictive when it comes to choices. When you want a particular thing, I think because educational-wise, it's quite restrictive. And I didn't find the course I wanted to go for here in Nigeria, and it was available in Ghana. And it was quite easy. It was a direct entry. So yes, I went for it.
So I'm going to ask another question. For you who studied within the continent, what could you say are the differences between studying within Nigeria and studying within Ghana?
Well, I think what I noticed specifically was not before I went to Ghana. Rather, it was after I came back from Ghana, because you interact with your friends and talk about school, and then they tell you, oh, you guys could submit your exams or tests online. That's not available. It's like education in Nigeria is just, I don't know if to say difficult, but it was quite relaxing. You could study in Ghana, and then it was just very easy compared to Nigeria. Like, a lot of my friends in Nigeria say, maybe they have issues with lecturers or something, things like that. But I studied in Ghana, and I didn't even know who was marking my script.
Wow.
Everything I did was online. I submitted my exam. My exams were marked in India. I didn't know who.
Okay.
I had lecturers, but they were not people marking my script. So nobody could be biased. So I don't know if that option is available in Nigeria, if Nigerian universities do that, but it was heads on. You go for what you want, and then you're done.
Yeah. So another thing I would ask you is, can you highlight some of your best experiences studying abroad?
Okay. The people. First of all, like the people teaching you. I can't really compare it directly because one was an undergraduate and the other one was a
They're on
master's.
two different levels.
So they're two different levels, and for a master's you are very independent.
Very
everything
independent,
you do.
true.
Yeah, but I can say that the lecturers, like, they give you, should I just say, like, this confidence, yeah, in what you're doing. Like, they allow you do what you want. There's this trust level. Yeah, so that was one. Also, the materials, yeah, like the materials you use in studying, everything is, should I say, top notch? I mean, I don't want to make it sound like the ones we have here.
Okay, I
inferior,
understand
right?
that.
But everything you're using in studying is you have it at your reach. You don't have to look too far. Like, even the library, I mean, it's 24 hours and it's safe. All you need to go is like tap in your student ID card to enter. So everything is electronic. I mean, it goes without saying that there's this peace and comfort with studying there. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the reasons why it was very important to have someone who shared from the perspective of studying within the continent and someone who's going to talk about studying outside of the continent, what do you think? Let me start first of all with you, Miriam. What do you think is the reason why a lot of young Nigerians and Africans in general are really, really, really looking to either study abroad?
I think comfort is number one. You can study or live and be comfortable. And another thing is, I don't know, but then there's like this assurance that if you're outside the country, be it your job, you get a better experience, there's exposure, and there's all these things that come to you, get to meet people and all that. I think, I won't say Africa, Nigeria is quite confined. And then we don't get a lot of opportunities like you would get outside the country.
Okay.
I think that's for me, I would say.
If I would ask you the same question, what would you say?
So I'll say it's the chance to, like, that leverage. Yeah, I think, I don't know if it still looked at the same way now, but before there was that leverage, like, this person's coded abroad, so this person is coming in with a different perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, they might be teaching both of us the same thing, but my perspective is different. It's wider.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's also the experience that comes in terms of work. You can study anything abroad. You can study waitressing and you'll get a good job. Yeah, you can literally, there's that chance. They let you soar. Whatever you think you can be, whatever you want to be, there's room for it. But I'd say in Africa, we have this, I don't know, controlled thinking, especially like growing up. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if things are different now. But growing up then, there were only certain career paths that
exactly, like
ensured-
engineering,
exactly, that ensured
medicine.
you are going
You'll be
to
successful in life.
But now it's not the same way, and it has never been that way for them. There are no limitations in their minds, and you even see like a librarian, and the person is very happy. The person is comfortable. The person is doing their job with so much zeal, and the person is getting their gain at the end of the day. But here it's not the same. So like, even to study, you're going to be dragging your feet